哦，好热，好，请坐下来。对，有冷气，非常好。OK， 请坐。哦，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9个学生，谢谢你来。OK， 你叫什么名字？你叫 Timothy， 对，你叫什么名字 ？Michael、Sophia， 还有你叫？很好 ，OK， 好。When you come to a Chinese class, usually what you do is you greet the teacher and you say 老师你好 ，so 请站起来。好，请你们说老师你好。
老师你好。
哇，很好。小朋友你好，请坐。哇，非常好。好，请坐。Okay, huh?
When I introduce myself, can you say my Chinese name or don't say my big name?
哦，你有中文名字，中文名字怎么说 ？Chinese name 怎么说
Iyer.
哦 ，like Xavier。哦，很好。OK，Xavier Iyer 很好。OK，Oh yes 。OK，Chelsea 在哪里？在这里，很好。艾尔在哪里？在这里，很好。Zachary 在哪里？在这里。Cameron 在哪里？在这里。Timothy 在哪里？在这里。Jake 在哪里？在这里。好。Sophia 在哪里 ？OK， 好。Landon 在哪里？在这里。好。Michael 在哪里 ？Michael 在哪里？在这里，在这里。对，你好，你好，你好，你好，谢谢你哦，谢谢你。Cameron 在哪里 ？Cameron 在哪里？在这里，在这里。你今天好吗？你好，你好，谢谢你。OK， Jake 在哪里？在这里。OK， 在这里。OK， 很好。Sophia 在哪里？在这里。Everybody 在这里。
在这里。
Xavier 在哪里？在这里，非常好 ，Xavier， 哇，因为 ，OK，Xavier 在这里 ，Zachary 在哪里？在这里，在这里，在这里 ，OK，Cameron 在哪里？在这里 ，OK，I missed you guys because I touched a different software。好 ，OK，Let me see，OK。你叫什么名字 ？Cameron， 你叫什么名字 ？Sophia， 对不对 ？OK， 你叫什么名字？什么名字？什么名字？你叫什么名字？我叫 Cameron。OK， 你叫什么名字？什么名字？什么名字？你叫什么名字？我叫。Sophia， OK， 很好 ，OK， OK， 好，跟我数一数，1、2，哦，你会了。
5、6、7、8、9、10。
你在哪里学 ？Where did you learn this？
My mom's Chinese.
Wow.
She always talks to me in Chinese.
你妈妈是中国人，很好，你妈妈会说。Okay, everybody. 1、2 with your fingers. Let me see.
1、2、
3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。哇，很好。OK， 1、2、3， 1、2、3， 1、2、3、4、5、6、7。1、2、3、4、5、6、7， 8、9、10。1、2、3，1、2、3，1、2、3、4、5、6、7，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。OK， 很好。See what I have in my bag here.
Is your bag red?
对，破了。OK， 每一个人给一套。
1, 2, and 3.
对，
It's me.
每一个人有一个，打开，请大家打开。对，打开。
Hey, so this is how you write.
对，对，是这样写。那请你把1、2、3放好。2、3，很好。1、2、3这样放哦，很好。Landon 很好 ，Chelsea 很好 ，Michael 很好，大家都很好。好，请放下去。对，1、2、3，有没有2？有没有2啊？还有一个在底下。对，这边。对。OK， 给我看1，看看1，抬起来，对，很好。给我看3。3是哪一个？3 OK， 3很好。OK， 3，你看1、2、3，你的是倒过来。对，1、2、3，对，有三横。OK， 给我看2，对了，对，2，1、2，对，很好。OK， 1，很好。OK， 3，对了，对，2。OK， 好，很好。OK， 很快哦，3。对，2、1，哇，非常好，大家都会了。OK， 把这些放回去。OK， 放回去给我。OK， 放回去给我。谢谢。对，hang on here。你们一队哦。OK， 你们一队。
Excuse me?
对。
You can't have candy.
Okay, you don't need to eat it. We're gonna do a game with it. Okay, don't worry. Okay, 一队。Okay， 一队。And then 你跟我在一起，对不起。Okay， 好 ，OK。你一队，你跟他一队，对 ，OK，Cameron 跟我来 ，OK， 这样 ，No， 不要吃哦，等一下，有没有？有没有？没有。有没有 ？Guess 有没有？猜一猜。有。有，对了。有没有？没有，你很聪明。好，有没有？嗨。有没有？有没有 ？OK， 你跟你朋友 做一做，有没有 ？OK，and when he guesses it right, he gets to play. OK， 好，一对一对。OK，Karen， 你跟我在一起。OK，Karen， come。有没有？Yes, it is. You say 有。对了， Okay, your turn. No, you ask me now. 有 but you can't show me. You have to do it. Okay, you do it with your partners. Do it with your partners.
Okay.
And show me. No, don't show me. Don't show me. Okay. You know what I mean? Okay. There you go. Okay, now put it in your hand or don't put it in your hand. Okay, show me your hand now. Okay, now you say 有没有？没有。Okay, watch that. 有没有？ But you have to don't show him where you have it. 有，很好。Okay, 再做一次。Just 2 hands in back. 对，对。Yeah, but you don't show him this hand because if it's not in this hand, he knows it's in that hand. Right? Okay. So. What one? Just your right hand and this one is back. Okay, 有没有？没有。哦，对了，可以。轮到他，给他。没有，对不对？哦，对了，轮到他，给他做，很好，好，没有，啊，对不对？对了，好 ，OK， 把糖果还给我，对，啊，很好，好，谢谢，把糖果还给我，给糖果还给我，好，好，谢谢，好，谢谢。好，请大家站起来。这个可以还给我，放在这个。好，我们大家来拍拍手 ，everybody。我们大家来拍拍手，我们大家来踏踏脚。我们大家来弯弯腰，大家拍拍手。Okay, what? Let's do it again. 我们大家来拍拍手，我们大家来拍拍手，我们大家来拍拍手，大家拍拍手。Okay. 我们大家来踏踏脚，我们踏踏脚，我们大家来踏踏脚，大家踏踏脚，我们大家来弯弯腰，我们大家来弯弯腰。大家来弯弯腰，大家弯弯腰，拍拍手，对，踏踏脚，弯弯腰，很好，拍拍手，踏踏脚，拍拍手，弯弯腰，踏踏脚。OK， 好。老师说你就做，我不说，老师说你不做，懂不懂？不懂。给我们开始给。老师说拍手，拍拍手。老师说踏踏脚。老师说弯弯腰，拍拍手。你们都要坐下来，我们要说老师说 ，OK。对不对？ OK， 再试一次。 老师说拍拍手，踏踏脚。哦，不行，你要坐下来，你要坐下来。老师说，你可以站着。老师说弯弯腰，老师说拍拍手，你要坐下来，你要坐下来。OK， 老师说弯弯腰，老师说拍拍手，踏踏脚。哇，很聪明哦。老师说踏踏脚，好，拍拍手，你要坐下。老师说弯弯腰，好，拍拍手。哇，很棒！老师说拍拍手，弯弯腰，哇，踏踏脚，拍拍手。哎，不行，哎，Jake 赢了，Jake 很好，Jake，请坐。OK， 好。哦，
Teacher said.
对，谢谢，谢谢你们今天来。
Teacher said.
对对对对，嗯。Okay, I know what we do. 谢谢 I want to thank you for coming. So, but you don't keep this. You give it to the next person, and the next person says to you 谢谢，好不好 Okay, 谢谢 you say 谢谢，
谢谢。
给他，谢谢。Michael 要说谢谢，谢谢，谢谢。你要说谢
Why
谢。
saying thank you to the
对，谢谢。Okay,
谢谢。
Landon.
谢谢。
对。
谢谢。
对，很好，你们都很好。哦，OK， 大家都有了吧 ？OK，Cameron， 你有没有？你说谢谢。啊，很好。Mike Landon。哦，对，对 ，Xavier 给 Michael 好了。对 ，Landon 你有没有？没有，好。哦 ，Landon 非常好，谢谢。哦 ，Landon 的谢谢非常好。Landon， you always have to say 谢谢。You know, if you learn 谢谢 in every language, that's a really good word to learn. So, 谢谢。Okay. Okay. 再见，再见，明天见。谢谢老师，明天见。Says goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, teacher. But you're not going to see me tomorrow, but you still want to say goodbye. So can we sing it again? 再见，再见，明天见。谢谢老师，明天见。
老师再见。
Landon 很好。OK, Chelsea 再见。
老师再见。
你看那个照相机。老师再见，很好。Michael 再见。
老师再见。
老师再见。很好，老师再见。很好，老师再见。
老师再见。
很好，老师再见。
老师再见。
很好，老师再见。
老师
很好。
老师再见。
再见。And they were very shy. Usually when they do a class of 20, 30, and there is a visitor, they want to know how long the students have been studying Chinese because they're answering more, they're responding more. These children were very hesitant, you know, cameras on them. So they did very well though. So yeah, they're brand new. I never met them in my life. They never met me in their lives. They did excellent, yes.
Do you know if they have other foreign language experience though, second language?
I asked them, a couple of them have Japanese, so then I told them, you know how to say teacher, this is sensei. So I said, well, this is for sensei, 老师. Okay, do you have questions about what happened in the class? Or how much they learned, or how much they're going to learn, or how it was presented?
I noticed you had at least 7 or 8 or 9 different activities, so you kept them going one after the other, and it seemed like you had good follow through, from one activity transitioning to the next. Is that normally how you do that with children that age?
That's a really good question. You would never teach that much in one lesson. But in this first lesson, because they come with 0, I'm expecting them just to know their name. They know their name already, so they can respond. And I messed them up because I taught them 你叫什么名字 first. I should have done that. Okay, nothing's perfect. Okay, then the raising their hand. They know how to raise their hand if they hear their name. So they're not really producing anything, okay? We're saying what? Interpretive, okay? They're interpreting, using receptively what I'm saying and trying to respond appropriately. The teddy bear, there's a lot of concrete things going on. Their fingers, I didn't need any special kind of props. The cards, they're 3rd, 4th graders, so actually they could go further today, but not expecting them to produce very much today except in motion. TPR, total physical response, 拍拍手, 踏踏脚. They didn't have to say it. They just had to kind of figure out what it was. 再见. Okay, and I did put some English in there when I saw that they didn't understand. One of the advantages for you who are native speakers is that you will find it easier to stay in the language. But one of the disadvantages is you might go on and on and on, not realizing they don't get it because you're too abstract. Okay, so try to balance it. Okay, that was a good question. Yes. Oh, by the way, one more thing is that in your learning principles, you learn I plus 1. So this wasn't I plus 1 because it was their beginning, but I didn't expect them to say anything. They just had to respond. And then as I continue the next lesson, I will concentrate on one thing. I'll do these things in different ways. I'll play a different game for numbers. I would just use 在哪里 when I see them. Or I could use pictures and show them, 他叫什么名字? Okay, oh, that's President Obama. 他叫什么名字? Michael Jackson. Okay, so that they would hear it in different contexts. 1, 2, 3, there are other songs. We could play other games. I had a tag game, steal the bacon game. They're older, I could do addition. I could do time. I could do months, but gradually, just one little thing more. So this was a lot, but there was no production really required, okay? And then when they had to face the camera, I did prompt them, 老师再见, 老师再见. Generally, I don't do that, but this is for purpose. They don't feel like they're just repeating nonsensically, okay? The idea is for them to do things for purpose, to do things in a natural way for a good reason. Okay? Any questions? Yes?
2 questions. You use a lot of songs. That's amazing. Do you compose them or do you adapt from songs?
I adapt. I use a lot of songs that are children's songs. I listen to a lot of tapes. And I teach Cindy the song. She sings it like that. It took me 100 times to listen to it before I could sing it. And then some I adapt. Like, here we go round the mulberry bush. I did 1, 2, 3. Some Western tunes and adapted it. 在哪里 and all of those others were actually in 儿童歌 children's books. 你叫什么名字 I made that up too. What's the tune? London Bridge is falling down. 你叫什么? That's because I had 4th, 5th graders, and every time I'd ask them, 你叫什么名字? Oh, 你叫 Christine. Oh, okay, then they'd know. So then I said, by now they should understand. So I taught them the song, and then right away, 你叫什么名字? They understood. So today they wouldn't have remembered it, but they were exposed to it. It's a conceptual understanding. Gradually they come to partial, and a while before they come to full control of the language.
Second question is the TPR with activity is really neat. It's great. I'm just curious if you have any activities like total physical response activities for reading and writing in your class?
Reading and writing. You could show the words 拍拍手, don't say it.
That's reading.
Yeah, say 老师说, and then they do it. And then next word, show them the word. You know. I
People
try.
writing, Is that
With your-
possible?
Huh?
Writing activities?
Writing activities. I've never done that, but you could think of ways. You know, the approach has worked because I've done it in pilot schools, and I've seen teachers of different languages use the approach as I've taught them. But there's a long way to go, and everybody whose language is natively Chinese, if you understand the approach, you can just expand the whole curriculum, because you know, you just do that each time. As long as they're doing something concrete, they're understanding it, they're having fun, you know, they are learning, and they're using the language. Like, you know, I have a granddaughter who's 2 years old. I babysat her for once a week for a while. You know, truck, truck, you know, duck, duck. Or she knew when I asked her to point to things in the book. Now she's 2 years and 4 months old, and I rode in the car with her the other day, and she said, "What happened to your nose?" I said, "Who said that?" That's a creative sentence, intermediate low. Okay, but she took 2 years of receptive skills, of seeing things in context, of understanding, pointing to pictures, being read to. So it takes a while, but it'll come. 有没有别的问题?
I came in from the second half of it when you were doing that 拍拍手看大家.
对。
And then you move on to play the Simon Says, where you say 老师说, and when you were telling them what to do, the instruction was in Chinese, but because they know Simon Says, I think they kind of picked it up. Do you use a lot of this kind of thing, like you tap into game rules that they already know and then adapt it?
Yeah. There are two reasons I use it. One is that I have a hard time finding Chinese games. Chinese children don't play too many games, seems. But the other reason is that my own background is Western games. And the third reason, which is the best reason, is that it uses their prior knowledge. They know how to play Simon Says, so they caught on. The one boy on this side caught on. He says, "Oh yeah, when she doesn't say that, you don't do it." So somebody catches on and tells the others, so that you can stay in the language. That helps. Okay. I didn't expect two of them to have background, but in your classes you will have kids. It's inevitable. You have some kids with background, and we need to acknowledge them, to make them part of it, and not feel, "Oh, okay, just keep quiet." You know, I mean, they can do a lot to help the others. Yes.
I noticed your positive reinforcement with the stars and the names.
Right.
How often would you do that in a regular classroom setting?
Okay, I tell them, usually I explain to them, I didn't hear it because of time, but I said 好 is good, 很好 is very good, 非常好, you're really, really excellent because you did it on your own. I only give them 3 stars if they got it on their own. This is a long time before they answered 在这里 because I messed them up by saying 你叫什么名字 first. So got to be careful. The sequence in which you teach them.
You vary the songs to make them more age appropriate or relevant.
You know,
A 12-year-old might not like to do.
What year old?
A 12-year-old or a 15-year-old.
Oh, okay. I've taught teachers of all languages, and what I tell them, because they went out to K6 classes, and they ask the same question, because you know, it sometimes bombs, right? Okay, but for instance, the French teacher I had, she taught the same song to kindergartners as she did to 6th graders, but very different body language. Bonjour, mes amis, bonjour, to the little ones, and maybe to the older kids, bonjour, mes amis, bonjour. It's the tone, it's the body language, you know, and the pacing. So they basically have a very similar curriculum because everybody's starting out. You're all going to learn the numbers and so on. But the presentation, the body language, and how far you can go differs. My 3rd graders went twice as fast as my K1 kids. You know, they know time already. You know, I wouldn't teach K1 kids time because they don't know it in English. So you have to be aware of their prior knowledge, right? But yeah, it's funny. It's the same thing, but it's your body language, your expectation, your presentation, your pacing that makes a difference.
I don't have a question, but I love that you have the babble of the language. There's lots of stuff that you're talking to them. Oh, you're right. Oh, 对.
对.
And so it's a real nice recognition, and it's also this feeding language so they can pick up on it or they don't have to. So
That's right. Actually, I forgot to do one other thing is that usually when I first see the kids, I babble in the language. They don't know what I'm saying, but I draw pictures. I said, 对不起，对不起，我今天很晚哦，因为我迟到，因为车很多 and I draw pictures of all the cars in the traffic. 哦，对不起，对不起。You know, and then I said, 哦，你衣服很漂亮，哦，是不是你生日？祝你生日快乐。You know. So I mean, they don't understand everything. I just do it for a few minutes, 2 minutes. But they hear then the cadence of the language, and they pick up some things. Yeah. The courtesies, 谢谢, 谢谢, try to use it in a normal, natural way. There was a reason for them to say it. You know. And because it's their first exposure, it required them to say 不客气, it would be overload. So at least they learn 谢谢, 再见. Again, now you're going to say, what do you do the next time, right? I don't do the same thing in exactly the same way, but it's basically the same content. And I would ask them at the end of the class, what would you like to do again? And they would tell me. And sometimes it's like 4 months later, and they'll say, I want to sing that song we learned, you know, and maybe we learned it in September. So it's good. It's all part of their language experience. It's not like today is whatever day, and this is where that language freezes, and you better remember it. Keep using the language. 是没有别的问题？谢谢。